You already know the drill. Overhead press, the most underrated exercise to do. Start on 1x12 here, 60%, and move into 4x6 here. That's 73%. Which is gonna be 165. Now, with that being said, and it's very later in the day for me. And it's 5:30 p.m. that I'm working out. Of course, most of the time I work out at 8 in the morning, or more entirely mornings. Unfortunately, the schedule for this time around a little bit different. People had to reschedule or need to be moved around so I had to fit them within the place. And so, unfortunately, I had to move my workout around then for this time, which is all right. And with that being said, no food challenge tonight, but we'll do food challenges tomorrow. So we had to make a little audible adjustment because for me, it's like working out won't get done till about like 6:37. And I gotta wake up at 5, so there's no point in me doing it. Plus, also, I don't like doing cheat meals right after a workout because it inhibits the process of what the body's trying to do and everything else. So immune response, having a shit ton of fats too, it slows down the rate of just growing, recovering from the workout. In simplest terms. But like I said, don't be worried. We'll be doing food challenges this weekend. Again, we got 6,000 calories worth of McDonald's. And then following day, attempt to eat 50 egg waffles. And now some of you might be asking, like, what does 6,000 calories look like? Well, that's just something you have to weigh until I do that challenge. Don't want to spoil it for you guys. I want to keep the suspense going, But with that being said, I was excited because I woke up this morning at 234.7. And I'm like, damn. I've been nice to see test it out too. Because, like, I'm still eating the same amount of food, still eating 3,700 calories, about 3,750. And I'm still being around 234, 235, sometimes like 234 to 236. It's getting a range like that, right? I haven't done anything different. Like, I've been doing like some of the cheat meals. Again, like over the weekend, I had, right, with Thanksgiving and then the elephant party and then having a major meal of pizza from Domino's on Sunday. Like, I'm still able to attack it where I'm at 234.7. So it's like, I know the plan's working. I know, like, I'm excited to see what, after the holidays comes this. And if, after the food challenge, how I'm going to respond, like, also, too, how much am I going to gain? Because kind of the math is going to be over 10,000 calories between those two meals, between the 50 waffles, if I eat all 50, and if I eat 6,000 calories worth of McDonald's. And if your plan doesn't get you excited or doesn't keep you keep that fire going. And this is the way I describe it for myself. It's like, you're going the wrong plan, bro. That's all it just comes down to. You're on the wrong plan. Like, you're not a plan. It's making you feel miserable. It's just make you second guess yourself. It's like, you're just on the wrong plan. Like, I know for my plan, me just doing myself and things like this shit's working. This shit gives me fire every time. I'm seeing the changes. I'm seeing the progress. I'm seeing the results happen. So you got to find a plan again that's your lifestyle, that fits your needs, and that you can stay consistent with it. And this for me, it's stay consistent. And show you guys too is like, listen, like you got a plan that you can stay 80% consistent, have fun, stay on the weekends. Again, you don't have to do the extreme like I do again with these food challenges, but it's like be moderate, have fun, indulge a little bit, and get right back on your plan. That's all you're gonna have to do, to be honest. Like, again, like I'm not showing you any crazy hacks. I'm not showing you any crazy secrets. This is day in, day out, same repetitive shit, right? I work out. I make sure my food's on point. I make sure I'm being consistent, right? No matter what, haymakers come across, like make sure these are not my non-negotiables, right? So I'm making sure these things happen. So of course, like we got the holidays coming up too. And a lot of people are going to be making excuses like, oh, it's the holidays, I'm just want to take the foot off the gas pedal and things. So it's like, hey, like, by all means, go ahead, do so. But understand if you do that, you're going to be a couple weeks behind from where you're trying to go. So understand, like, if you want to take the foot off the gas, just realize that you're going to be a couple weeks behind. I'm like, versus like, you still keep the gas on the foot on the gas pedal. And like, again, like, enjoy that day, enjoy that Christmas, New Year's, whatever you're going to be doing. But then just get back on a plan the next day. Again, it's a holiday. It's not a whole week or any shit like that. It's just one day. And I can guarantee you, maybe you guys are not going to be having leftovers too. So just get back on track. Because it's crazy to me. You guys get so excited for these holidays, right? You guys get so fired up for these events. You guys get like so jacked out when it's like comes to something that doesn't move towards your goals. But when it comes down to you follow a plan, or when it comes down to you know what you need to do, that doesn't get you fired up. That doesn't get you that fucking rage inside you to achieve something you're looking to do. And it's just crazy because in life, you just do the opposite of what you're supposed to do, right? And that's what it is. You're doing the opposite of what you need to do. You're doing the opposite of like, you're not eating healthy, right? You're doing the opposite of not working out, not getting your steps in, right? You're doing the opposite of not getting your hydration, right? Not getting your water intake, not getting your electrolytes. You're doing the opposite of not getting sleep or not getting the proper recovery. You're doing all these things, right? So all you have to do is to move yourself in that direction, is do the opposite of what the fuck you're doing. This is pretty simple. And again, like, don't blame other shit. Like, don't blame it's because like the plan was broken, the gym was broken, the the fucking weights broken, whatever the shit you guys make excuses on. Like, stop blaming other shit. Take accountability for your own responsibility, for your own actions. You're the one that no one told you to let yourself go, but also too, no one's telling you to get in shape. It's on you. No one's coming to save you. So you gotta put yourself in that position where like, what the fuck do you really want, right? Like, that's all you just have to really sit down with yourself. Again, just find that fire, find that passion, right? So, I mean, like, it's just really that. I mean, again, like, I'm always gonna say it's like nutrition is really that simple. Like fitness is really that simple. As again, there's just so many things that just makes it more complicated. It throws you in different loops and different cycles and just different stressors and all those things like that. It just makes it more complicated than it just really needs to be. Oh yeah. Before we move on, it's like you've been watching me. It's like, this is the same shit I be doing, right? I've been doing the same overhead press, whether see you standing, right? Dumbbells, barbells. I've been doing the same movements, maybe different. See this standing, maybe different variations, right? Like, it's just, everything is just so simple and consistent. And it's stress free. I don't have to think twice about what I'm doing because I already got a plan in place. So it's just figuring out what works for you and your lifestyle. And again, everybody's lifestyle is different. You're not going to do the same shit that I'm doing because, yeah, I have a different lifestyle, I have a different mindset, I have a different discipline than what you do, right? But it's just like, it comes to the fact where you have to tailor it to you, right? Because any program, coach, no, you good, coach. Don't worry about it. Good, yourself. Yeah, taping, they said. So it's like, of course, like if it was one size fits all, right? Everyone would be fucking doing it, right? There isn't. So again, that's why you have to do these like day in, day out, repetitive different things to figure out what's working and what's not. So it becomes easy to plug and play. It's like, cool, this is working, let's keep doing that. If this is not working, let's figure out why it's not working. Let's find a substitution and let's plug and play it. That's what it just really comes down to. But fortunately, I just lost that, but we're going to move into single armlet cable out raises. Go down, let them show me. Okay. I'm taking some of the midnight. That's what I felt. Oh, we got 5x15 here. But yeah, like, I mean, like, things are saying like the things like I mean behind it is like, it's just what it really is. It's like, just make it as simple as possible. Like, I get like, again, it goes back to what I talked about before, right? It's like, why add another stress into your life? Again, if yourself is already stressed, right? If your job's already stressful, if, maintaining a relationship, friendships, any type of relationship with anything is already stressful, right? Like, why do you want to add your health on top of that to make it stress, right? It's like, it's pointless, right? Like, you're already adding stress into your life, so why add another one on top of it? I mean, might be the person's love chaos. Say, if you have chaos, go ahead and do so. But like, for me, like, I try to find things to be stress free and simple. And that's how I love to live my life, to be honest. Like, I like to think about things that I don't have to really think much about. Again, when it comes to like working out, when it comes to my diet, when it comes to, like my steps and things like that, I don't have to think twice about it because I'm in the routine. And like, again, like, yeah, like fucking, you might seem like it's boring. Hey, so be it, things like that, right? You might think it's boring, but it's the shit that works. Again, if you're thinking it's boring, you're not seeing yourself for progress, you might have to rethink that twice about what you're like really saying about boring shit don't work. It does. Like, yeah, there's no fancy shit. You don't see any fancy shit here. You don't see me doing fucking different variations of different exercises. You don't see me doing different foods. You don't see me swapping out like these are the best fat loss foods and things like that. Like, I'm still eating the same foods that I was cutting. That may say, hey, I'm gonna go back in the surplus and things like that. So again, it's just old simplicity, but again, find to the point where again it's tailored back to your life, right? And your goals and your needs. I mean, you really think about it too. Is like you guys already made it simple for yourself by, not working out, not getting your steps in, or doing your forms of cardio, how you want to put it that way, and not being consistent. So it's like again, it goes back to doing the opposite of what you need to do. So it really just comes down to it. Again, like it's crazy to think like so many people think they gotta like use a tool called cardio deficit to put themselves in position. It's like why you gotta rely on the tool so heavy to get yourself in a position, right? Like why not use other skills and other habits that's gonna entertain you to make you sustain long term versus that one tool? Because when you really think about it, you only use a tool for a certain project, right? You only use a tool for a short time period, right? So that's cool. Let's talk about a hammer, right? You might use a hammer to put some nails in, but after that, once the nails put in, you don't need a hammer anymore, right? So it's like the same thing. It's like you just use a tool. I was like, that's not going to be sustained long term for you to do so. But you have the right skills and habits that are going to be sustainability and long term for you. That's what you need to be focusing on. Not just a tool to put yourself in the calorie deficit. Yeah, calorie deficits do work on like get yourself ready, but at the same time, like you're not ready for it. And when you think about it too, every time you try like these different things, keto, paleo, Whole30, what other bullshit fat diets out there, it's like, how come that's not working for you? How come like yeah, you see progress, but then again, like how come you gain that back, right? That's a really question you should ask yourself. Like, you can lose weight, it's easy. But it's like, why is it? You gotta ask yourself, like, why are you getting that weight back? Like, what's this program I'm doing? It's not teaching me. Hey, that's a nice haircut, dude.
Yeah, it was fast. I did.
Yeah, yourself.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, I appreciate that. No, you're good.
But
Yes.
yeah, I'll see you next week.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. But enough of me ranting on that shit now. It's gonna find out. Like, I mean, like, I guess we'll continue on this rant. It's like, I was training one of my clients earlier. I was at their community gym, and one of the guys came up to me and like asked me, like, hey, like, what do I need to do to get arms like you? And like, it's like, like, I had to ask him, like, what are you doing for your workouts, right? And like, what are you eating? I was like, you already kind of like said, like, he eats a lot, but I was out there. So what does it look like? And say, I have one big meal, one small meal. And he's about almost like my size, my height, but like a little bit shorter. He's got a good build on him too and things like that. But I was like, man, like, like for you to get arms like me and things like that, it's like, you gotta eat. And that's what I said, is you gotta eat. And it goes back to the six principles to talk about. It's like, cool, knowing your foods, make sure you got like your calories and proteins in check, making sure you're getting your training hard too. You're consistent with your training program, right? You're doing it day in, day out, 3 to 5 times a week. You're going hard on every single training exercise you're going to and training day. Make sure you're getting your steps in, hydration, sleep and recovery. I mean, that's what I tell them. And then the big question you ask is like, what supplements do I take? I mean, like, again, it goes back to what I was talking about before. Is like you guys worry about the wrong shit. Like you guys are worried about more what supplements you need to take versus what foods you need to be taking and what foods you should be consuming or how much foods you should be having. It's like that's the issue when it comes down to it. That supplements ain't gonna fucking save you. The supplements ain't gonna change your physique. And that shit is not gonna make you look the way you do. It's like anything else. You gotta do the work. You gotta put in the reps. You gotta put in the reps of eating. You gotta put the reps of working out. You gotta put the reps of taking steps in all those things. I mean, again, like do supplements, add additional bonuses to it, 100%. But like, I can guarantee you, I know for sure that the supplements that I take has not produced the body down in right now. Nowhere close. As all the food consumption. I mean, shit, like you didn't even look at when I was cutting 3,100 calories, right? Maintenance right now, 3,700 calories. So it's all about the quality food, the quantity food, and fucking getting training your ass off. So it really comes down to it. That's how you build a physique. That's how you build muscle. That's how you look lean. That's how you look great and everything. Is doing these things again day in, day out, repeatedly on end. And again, he's not rocket science. There's no hacks. There's no secrets. It's fucking basic shit, to be honest. So it really just comes down to it. Yeah, so stop looking for the next biggest thing and stop looking for like, or stop worrying about the shit that you should not be worried about. Like you already know what you need to do. You're just avoiding what you need to do because you don't like it. And like again, like it doesn't have to be like unlike for a long period of time. Like again, like you have it's gonna be shit at first because you have to find things what works for you, what you like, and what you don't like. And once you do find that, then it becomes more enjoyable because it's like cool. Do you like when you put this meal together? Do you like doing these type of workouts? You like how you can find where you can get your steps in. You like again, like once you find all these like principles and like all these like routines and habits that fit in your lifestyle, then it becomes more fun. Then it becomes like again second nature to you. When you not think about it, you're waking up, you already know exactly what you need to do. Boom, there you go. And so when you do these things, or like for my case, and I want to do this like extreme like food challenges, I was like, I already put myself in a plan in place and what I need to do. So when I just go do these things, like cool, I'm not worried about it. It's like it's locked in. I already know what I need to do. Hey, we'll just wait till that happens. Was that 4? I believe so. Was that 3? 4? I think it was 4. Yeah, think for a second. What's going on? Just trying to figure out how many sets I've done so far.
Fun.
I know, right?
Gym girl math.
Exactly.
Like girl math, but worse.
That's terrible, honestly. It's honestly fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to remember.
Sometimes I gaslight myself when I'm like doing my exercises. I'm like, all right, I'm counting in my head. I'm like, 10, 11. Did I start from 1? Did I actually just do 11? Or did I start at 7?
Right.
And like pump myself.
I don't know, I'll be like, cause like, especially like now with me talking in between, like, I don't like keep track of my sets as much anymore. Yeah. So like, I lose track and I'm trying to like retrace.
Then you get like 7 sets.
Exactly. And then it's like all my boys make fun of me. It's like, no wonder why you're so fucking big. Cause like, you can't keep track of shit. I was like, that's probably right, dude. Exactly. I can count my reps, but I can't count my sets sometimes. So I'm trying to retrace back right now.
I can count my sets. Unfortunately, I don't train until failure. Like, I'm not going to be like, I'm going to do 12 and then I'm going to stop. Like, that's not, I will like give myself a weight where I'm failing between like 12 and 16.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah.
So like, yes, it matters how many I'm getting because I want to make sure that I'm progressing.
Right.
Or like, if it's a unilateral movement, I want to make sure that it's even.
Yeah.
But like, it's okay. I lose track like on a bilateral movement.
I mean, at the end, like, we know you're getting progress, you're seeing results, as always really matters. Until that shit plateaus or breaks, like, then it's like, reassess, but other than that, it's no point in that. As I'm just saying, I'm just gonna do one more set. It's like, fuck it. Like, one more set. Exactly, 100%. All right, enough this shit. Onto the dumbbell overpress. I really hope, like, you guys do see and get the bigger picture. An idea, like, through my content is, if you just, like, do the same principles, do your workouts to intense, everything will fall in place. And then, like, this is why I'm, like, showing you guys, like, through the whole fitness is pretty much what I do, right? Like, through my workouts, through me doing food challenges, and, like, when I talk about shit, it's like, I just hope it just gives you a different perspective idea. Like, cool, like, if you do these things, and if he's doing it, again, it doesn't have to be extreme. I do, it's like, then it's like, cool. It's like, or you telling yourself, like, cool. If it works for him, then, like, I know what for me, again, it doesn't have to be extreme, but it's like, if he's doing everything that he says he's doing, and it's just working, it's like, then it's going to work for yourself too. again, you're gonna have to, it might take some time. You might not get that shit overnight. You might not get that shit in 3 months. Might take you a year or so. But again, if you stay consistent and you just keep working on things that you need to work on, I mean, by, like 6 months to a year, you'd be a whole completely different person. Like, people are not going to recognize you. You're not even going to recognize yourself. You're not going to recognize you eating so much more food than you originally were before. So, this is really just comes down to it. Oh, that's mine. Don't worry, Johnny. I got it. Thank you, Johnny. We're going to send these on this last one. It's like the end. It's like, who doesn't love enjoying more food? To the point where it's like, you're eating more food, but you're still looking the same, right? Who doesn't want to enjoy that? Who doesn't want to live a life for that, right? I mean, you'd be crazy not to. You'd be crazy thinking about, like, you gotta eat less, you gotta eat tall and calories, like, you gotta eat like a babe. Like, who the fucking told you to do that? Like, that's absurd. Again, now, I'm not telling you, yeah, eat 3,700 calories like I do. I don't even want you to. I just want you to find something that's in the ballpark of what you need to do and just go from there. That's all you gotta do. But I can guarantee you, like, if you're a person who's already eating like 1,200 calories and you build yourself up over time when you get yourself in a position to be eating 2,400 calories, you just fucking double that shit like within a year's time. And be like, look at it, I was like, damn, you're looking better. You're building muscle. You put the outfit on, you're fucking looking, you got the gym rat vibe and things like that. Like, you got everything going on. It's like, yeah, you eat more food, you pack on more muscle, your skin's looking great, all those things like that. It's like, who doesn't want that? Oof, 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 oof. All right, move on to lateral raises. All right, lateral raises 5 and 15. Specials are fucking pump right now. But yeah, like eating more food and looking good doesn't jack you up. Then it's like, I don't know what else I can really tell you on that, to be honest. Like, you just want to keep eating like a baby. Shit, you might as well just save yourself some money and fucking time. Just go to the fucking grocery shop, just get yourself baby food at that point. You just want to keep doing that. I mean, You can do that way too. If you still want to look the same, I'm just gonna leave it at that, to be honest. But it's like, if you really want to see change, and if you really want to put yourself in that position where you don't have to worry about your health ever again, and it's like, just do the 6 principles. Don't focus on the tool calorie deficit. That time will come if need be. But again, you focus on doing what you need to do, getting within your lifestyle that works best for you. You're gonna see major changes. You're gonna see results, right? So just comes down to, again, just doing the boring shit over and over again, and stop focusing on the wrong shit. Start focusing on the right shit. And then I just fucked myself up on that. I just did 12. But yeah, like, yeah, my angle is just get you to see, like, cool, I don't have to go that extreme, but I can eat similar to what he's doing. I can work out similar to what he's doing, and I can be consistent with it. It's like, cool. It's like when you go out to events, like I said, like these holidays, Christmas, New Year's coming out. So, you can enjoy these times, enjoy these moments without feeling guilty because you already have a plan in place. You already know how to operate, navigate around these times. And it becomes a hassle-free lifestyle for you. And then give you some insight, like how I'm going to plan on doing these food challenges, right? It's like, cool. I'll wake up, have my pre-workout meal, which is going to be fruit and protein shake. Work out at 6 a.m. Come back. I'll have my 300 grams of egg whites, 2 chicken sausage, 4.5 ounces of rice. Then I probably maybe have one more meal, maybe 4 ounces of beef, maybe 3.5 ounces of rice, and some peas to hold me over because I probably have around 11. And then I won't eat McDonald's until about 3 or 4. And that's how I go about it. And that's how I plan myself doing it. I'm not trying to eat too much. Trying to eat to keep myself a little satiety, but it's a point where I'm starting to go into it. It's like I can demolish it. I was wondering what the fuck was wrong with my lateral raises. I was like, dude, fuck, it feels awkward. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was like pretending like I was still doing single lateral raises. I just fucking hold it like this way. I was like, dude, it felt so awkward when I was coming out. I was like, I just had my grip wrong. I know we hold it this way, but I had it this way. So, because that felt so much more easy, so much more fluent doing this way. Fucking trying to do that way. That should kill my shoulder, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie, doing this way. Rotator. My shoulder didn't really like that too much. This is okay. But again, could avoid it 100%. I couldn't figure out what the fuck the problem was. We got 2 more sets here. And then we got easy front raises. And that's it, to be honest. I'll be slow with that. But yeah, and then like, I had McDonald's around 3 or 4. And then I won't eat rest of the day because again, it's gonna be 6,000 calories worth right there. So then I would just kind of like, I don't like to call it fasting, but I won't eat until I'll do the waffle challenge, which I'll probably have around, I'll say probably around 10, 11, 12 is probably the latest. And because that's like, if I do eat 50, that's 4,500 calories. So then like, I'll just like pretty much just eat like, maybe have like 2 protein shakes throughout the entire day. And that'll be about it, to be honest. Because like, as I got into macro breakdowns, like 4,500 calories, like 200 grams of protein. So I just need 2 protein shakes to do so. And then I'll be about it because like, I don't need, like I'm already doing 10,000 calories. So it's already about like 3 times worth of my caloric intake. So, and then so I'll probably, again, like, I don't know. I'm just telling you how I think it's going to go. But again, things could change as doing. When it comes by Monday, I'll just be at a position where I'll just drop my caloric intake just a little bit because I got like so much inside me. No dating on it that I don't necessarily need that much. Again, depends on feeling, depends on how I look, and then just get back on Tuesday. That's just how it really goes into it. Again, for me, it's like I've been blessed with my body can process things a little bit faster. Again, I always tell you there's a window about 48 to 72 hours, but most of the time, like it takes about 24 to 48 for me. But give yourself about 72 hours and you see results back to normal or better. All this based on how you do it, how you plan around it again. All right, last set here. But I'm fucking excited. I was looking forward to today. Unfortunately, had to make it audible. All right, that's it for the Lowry's. On I'll be a 4x10 here. There you do it. Yeah, last exercise of the shoulders, and that's it. Probably do a minute because weight's pretty light. Almost say pretty light. I was gonna try 1050s, but my shoulder said nope. So I'm gonna go do a minute rest, keep that burn going, keep the fatigue going, and that'll be it. My shoulders are pumping right now. Probably what I'm gonna have to start doing next week is make my own easy bar. It's like 30. It's good, but 50 is too light. I have to create my own 40 and such. All right, they're set. Like I said, rapid fire into this. But honestly, like recap everything, and I'll fucking rant that a lot. But you know, this shit just annoys me, and this shit just fucking gets me fired up when I just hear things that people say and people do are way more complicated than it needs to be doing. And so again, like I try to make things, break it down for you, how simple it can be for you guys. So you're like stress free, confident, all those things like that. Enjoy eating more food. Again, who doesn't like that? And then pretty much it's like, again, like just figure out yourself, figure out what you want to do, figure out where you want to go, figure out what's your end goal really, right? Again, like what you could be picturing in mind is way different than what I'm picturing in mind. It's way different than what any other people are doing. But if you can find the right habits, you master the principles, you just stay consistent over time, you will become that different individual that you never saw before. Yo, as if a show workout. Yeah, it's a late one for me. It's like 6:22. So it's about like 8 hours past my time. About 12 hours to be doing some legs. So that's pretty much it. I'll see y'all tomorrow for legs. Get rested up. Y'all have a blessed night.